Before you think of finding a man, my sugar plums, please go and find Jesus. Go and find. Hey, sugar plums, welcome back to today's edition of Garden of Love. Here we share godly wisdom on relationships, courtship, and marriage. I'm your host, and I'm delighted to have you here today. Without wasting time, let's dive right into today's video. When you get serious about becoming a wife, not just a wife, but a godly wife, gets even more serious with God. I'm going to be reading from the book of Daniel, chapter 11, verse 32. And it says, "But the people that do know their God shall be strong and do exploits." It didn't say the people that do know the God of their pastors. It didn't say the people that do know the God of their parents. It says the people that do know their God, they shall be strong and they shall do exploits. That is to say, when you talk about marriage, before you even talk about getting married as remember, we're not talking about just any marriage. Everything we do here is Christ-centered. I'm talking about godly kingdom marriage. You should invest into building your relationship with God. I was having a conversation with a friend the other day, and she said to me, anytime people come around her and they ask her or they share their marital problems with her, the only answer she would give them first before any other thing is go and find God. That is what I'm saying to you today, my sugar plums. Before you find a man, please go and find God. Holy Spirit, thank you. Before you think of finding a man, my sugar plums, please go and find Jesus. Go and find God, because it is impossible to do marriage without God, without the originator, without the person that invented marriage. It is impossible. It's just like you buying something, let's say maybe a refrigerator, and instead of you reading the manual to guide you, you just choose to discard it, and at the end of the day you end up doing rubbish, or you end up making mistakes that could have been avoided. It's the same way it works when it comes to marriage. You can't think about getting married without you knowing the person that invented or originated marriage itself, which is God. So please, this video is very short but powerful. Before you even think of getting married, please make sure you already have an existing thriving relationship with God, because that is the only person that will be there for you when the chips are down, during the times of tribulations. The Bible said that in this world, Holy Spirit, thank you, you would have trials, you would have tribulations, but do not fret, do not be afraid, because I have overcome the world. You would definitely, the storm will come, things will happen, but with God on your side, you are good to go. But can imagine venturing into marriage without you involving God. You do not have a relationship with God, you don't even know God. It would be so draining, it would be so challenging, it would be so frustrating. Marriage on its own, it's already a huge work, let alone you doing it without God. So this video is just here, my sugar plums, to open your eyes to the reality that even before you think about saying I do, even before you think about going to look for man or man looking for you, whichever way you want to put it at this point, all I'm saying to you is that you should know God for yourself. Remember, the Bible passage you read says that those that do know their God. So make sure you know God for yourself. Have an existing, thriving, solid relationship with Him before you think of venturing into anything called marriage. And trust me, you will not regret it. This video is short, but at the same time powerful. Before you find man, my sugar plums, please find God. Please find God. Know God for yourself. Have an existing, thriving relationship with God. I know why I'm repeating this, because it is one thing to know about God. It is another thing to know God for yourself. There are two different things here. You can know about God. Maybe people tell you about God. Maybe you hear people talk about God in church, but you know yourself that you do not know Him. So before you say I do, I encourage you to say I do to God first and already have that solid, unbreakable, inseparable relationship with Him, because that is the only person that will be there for you when the chips are down. Please, 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 I beg you, before you say I do, before you venture into this beautiful union called marriage, please know God for yourself. Know God for yourself. Yes, this is all I'm just going to be saying in this video, and I know that whoever this video is meant for would definitely get it and would appreciate it and would learn from it. God bless you, and I'll see you all in my next upload. Bye.